Hello, winners. Are you going through tough times? Is your situation challenging? Don't you have a social support? Still, you have a hunger to achieve the time, the situation, the social support? Congratulations, you are alive. You are not a lump of flesh because you feel, you heal, you try, you cry, you compete, you complete. And the whole stuff that you need to achieve to do it lies within you. And that is your power of thoughts. What is the frequency of your thoughts that you are producing defines your life. Because this frequency is going to design your life. The life you want to live in, the place you want to live in, the stability you need. All these things are going to attract you if the production of your thoughts is so clear and quality of your thoughts is positive and amplified. The very best thing about your thoughts is, number one, nobody can take this power from you. Number two, nobody can affect your thoughts. Number three, none of the energy you are surrounded with will affect the quality of your thoughts. Fourth, nobody can even modulate or demodulate their frequency and quality. This power is given to you and you only, so that you can definitely believe in yourself. 1000% it is true that you can do it unquestionably. I'm going to give you an example of the personality who made her thoughts work for her and designed her life in her own way and reached the point where she wanted to. Listen carefully. A poor little girl which was born in the village of Ruparkheda in 1961, Maharashtra. The eldest of 3 daughters and 2 sons. Her father served as a police constable at village in Akola. She was married at the age of 12 because of social pressure and the tradition of that poor society which her father could not resist. After marriage, she began to live in slum in Mumbai with her husband's family of 10. She wasn't prepared for anything that is going to happen. She alone was cleaning, doing laundry, cooking for all of them, and the worst of all, they used to torture and beat her. She suffered physical abuse at the hands of her family. After 6 months, her father came to see and meet her and was astonished to see her in scrawny condition. He decided to take her back at that moment only. After reaching her home, she attempted suicide after being ostracized by the villagers. She thought ending her life is a better option than to bring shame to her family. She procured 3 bottles of insecticide, drank them all, which were enough to kill her. Fortunately, her aunt entered the room. So, what she was doing? She rushed to the hospital. The treatment took more than 23 hours. And after that, when she came out from the hospital, the only thing she had did is she made a decision that if I am still alive, if I am still taking breath, I can see still the persons are surrounding me, I must utilize the opportunity. If still I am able to take the breath, I will not let this opportunity go away. I will definitely change my life and will not try to commit suicide again. And I will not become a coward. I'm not a loser. I won this life, I'm a winner. And I am going to do something significant and meaningful. But she did not have the resources. She did not have the funds. Did not even have the education. But the thing she had is the thoughts. Powerful, amplified thoughts. She decided to begin her idea of uplifting her thoughts. She decided to go to Mumbai again. She pleaded to her mother. Mother was threatened that she will commit suicide again by laying in front of train. But no one knows how motivated she was, because she had activated her power of thoughts and believed in herself. After a long discussion, her mother allowed her, and as a 16-year-old, she went to Mumbai, stayed in relatives' home, and started working as a tailor in a garment factory. Her father lost his job, and then she decided to support her family. She got an apartment for rent and called them over. It was very tough time going on. Her sister fell ill. They were not having enough funds for her treatment. And her sister, when she was crying, she was saying to her that, "Please save me, sister." That words remain with her. And that was the time which taught her that money is important. She would not let this happen again. Today, she is on the board of directors of one of the most prestigious MBA college in India, the IIM Bangalore. She is awarded as a Padma Shri in 2013 for trade and industry. She is appointed for the board of directors in Bharatiya Mahila Bank. Do you know how did it happen? There are a lot of strange, interesting and unfoldment of events. After her sister's word, she came to know of a government loan which was given to the poor woman entrepreneurs. She got a loan of rupees 50,000 and started her business of tailoring. Subsequently, she took a second loan and got a furniture business providing the best furniture at affordable prices. And that was the time where she honed her entrepreneur skills very sharply and was working with the hard work, dedication, consistency, pain. The big company at that moment, named Kamani Enterprises, was in very trouble in that days, which was completely handed over the workers, but workers were just working to make a fast fund. Till then, this girl named Kalpana had become so famous as a powerful entrepreneur. She was approached by one of the group of workers of Kamani Enterprises. They requested to help her out. She worked hard and select each workers from the company with the area of expertise. She demands a loan from a bank for the company called Kamani Enterprises. but bank said they would agree if she take over as the CEO of the company Kamani Enterprises. But she was there just to help them. But now, here is how she became the head of that organization. She liquidated all the loans of the company. All debts were done, paid all due of the workers, and steered the company to where it is today. That company, because of Dr. Kalpana Saroj, is rupees 1000 crore industry, and this all is because of Dr. Kalpana Saroj. So guys, shut your excuses up. Whoever says that I am not born with success, I am having no money, having no social support, shut up all these things. Work harder and harder and harder and hard. Develop new skills, work on your skills, be creative, just work harder than you did yesterday. Do not stop until it is achieved. Low point may come in your life, but that will not the lowest of all. Kalpana Saroj once said, if we are willing to work hard and stick on, definitely some path will open up. But it requires hard work, sticking on. What you become, it's your own ability and skills that you have to sharpen. It's your own ability, my friends. So became able to do something, and you are capable of doing something great in your life. Not just great, something very great that seems next to impossible. Choose it, do it. Work hard with great passion. She also opened several NGOs to prevent what happened to her to the poor girls of that community. And she really illustrated the power of thoughts. Success lies within us, my friends. Do not listen to the lies that your brain tells you, that your brain speaks. Listen to the thoughts that you are producing day by day. Your thoughts are designing your future. So think positive is not just a quote. Thinking positive is your life. It is designing your life. Each and every one of us have an infinite potential. We are stopped by our own thoughts, and we can accelerate by our own thoughts. Work with passion. Lead your best life. Do whatever you want. Achieve your dreams. You can, you will, you must. Just do it, my friends. Yes, you can do it. Thank you so much.